Hello YouTube. As everyone is complaining about the PoE2 season or patch 0.2, I decided to make a video about Raging Spirits. Kinda same thing I did in the release of the PoE2. After the nerf, and as bad as Raging Spirits are, it's probably not the best choice, but still, as you can see, as you will see, Raging Spirits are kinda enough to do the endgame content. So there's few changes. They nerfed the Raging Spirits, so now you can spawn only 2 with one spell. So to counter that, what I did, I got some cast speed, so I can cast more often. So I have where's the cast speed? There's some cast speed here. There's some cast speed here. I have cast speed on my rings, which I'm gonna talk about in a second. So that helps a lot. So even with this nerf that you don't really spawn a lot of them now, this still feels fine with that amount of cast speed. So they also nerfed the levels, minion levels on the items, so you get less on the scepter. So that's the one. They nerfed the trench timber by 1 level also. But in exchange, we get some other good items we can use. So basically, my scepter is +4 to minion skills because it's the max. Keep in mind, to make this work, you kind of have to go max level minions as before. I don't think having low level minions with some extra bonuses will work because they simply don't do enough damage. However, I managed to get level 37 Raging Spirit with I think it's 12 divines budget for everything, for jewel and for the items. Maybe it's like 12, 14 because I also bought the 6 link Raging Speed. So let's call it 15 divines. That's the amount of divines I spent on this build so far. So the changes because of the minion levels are this buckler. This buckler, when corrupted, can give you up to 4 level of fire skills. So you can buy this one with 4 instead of 3. So that kinda compensates the trench timber nerfs. However, you have to get 101 dexterity, which is not that easy anymore. It wasn't easy before, but now it's even worse. So that compensates the trench timber. Now, because they changed the modifiers on the solar amulet, you can get up to +6 level to all fire skills, because if you get +4 and fire quality and you hit the Valorp on level of all fire skills, it will go to 5, but because of the quality with fire, it will be actually 6. So that's a very important piece of the gear, because 6 levels for Raging Spirits is a lot. So that would bring us to level 39. And the last level I would get from corrupting the gem itself to get +1 level for Raging Spirits. So you can still get Raging Spirits up to level 40, even 41 with helmet corruption, but level 41 doesn't do anything because the level cap is at 40. So that's the new thing for the build. This buckler. Also, finally, we get some minion rings. Before you had to use Ventors because like rarity and resistances, like nothing really helped minions before. Now you can use those rings, which gives you massive amount of damage. You can get them with max roll of 25, and then you can quality it with chaos modifiers, which gives you up to 30% of damage as extra chaos damage, which is a lot. With the 2 rings you have 60% extra damage as chaos, so that's massive. For compensating resistances and attributes, because you need a lot of those, because you are running a lot of unique items with this build, you kinda have to get this chest, Warrior Invictus, Grand Regalia, with 6 all attributes per socket and 7 all resistance per socket. The third one, obviously the best one is 40 life, but those 2 attributes and resistances are most important, I would say. Life is just a bonus, so you can buy the cheaper one with those 2 things only. and you will be fine. What else? So that leaves us with other rare items that has to give us life and resistances. So my helmet is basically +2 level of minions, that's important, and 2 resistances, life and mana. Mana is good because of the ascendancy. For now, I'm not playing Mind Over Matter because I don't have enough mana regen. I am using damage is taken from mana before life nodes, because that's 20% total, and that's basically 20% more life, which is quite a lot. In future, when I get the better gear, I might try to run Mind Over Matter with Eldritch Battery, but for now, since this build is like 15 divines, let's say, it's not gonna work. I mean, it's gonna work but it's so annoying. You have to be careful with Burning Ground and other ground effects. It's just annoying to play like that, so I play without it. For Raging Spirits, they increased the duration by 1 second, which is good. But then we also want a lot of more duration, so you don't have to spam cast every time. So I took those nodes with speed, with duration, I'm sorry. Those with duration. This one with skill effect duration. And I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. Ascendancy. This is pretty straightforward. You take Unholy Might because that's another 30% all damage as chaos. With this, it's around 45% with my mana, I think. So that's another 45 on top of this rings. So that's Giga DPS upgrade. I took Rapture the Soul, because Raging Spirits are single target minions, obviously. But this makes mapping a lot faster, a lot easier, because you explode. You have 33% chance to explode the enemies when they die, and you deal a lot of AOE damage with that. So that kinda compensates the Raging Spirit being single target. That's a really good upgrade compared to like Season 1 or like Release, whatever we call it. And also, since they cut a lot of jewel slots, this slot in Ascendancy is very valuable, because you basically get 2 jewel slots with it. For jewels, you wanna go for either Presence Area of Effect or Curse Area of Effect, because I'm running Blasphemy, so I don't have to cast curses. I just run and press Raging Spirits. It's basically 1 button build. It becomes 2 buttons when you fight something like boss, so you press Offering. Skill effect duration obviously is good, and minion attack and cast speed, because Raging Spirits are attacking, so that's really good. From skill tree, I ran another curse because I wanna have Despair for chaos damage, because they do a lot of extra chaos damage, and these chaos explosions, that's really good. And obviously flammability, because Raging Spirits are fire minions. I'm gonna post the max roll guide or some other website written guide, so you can see all the gems and everything. And yeah, that's about it. So yeah, helmet, resistance, level 2 minions, life. Life is important because you don't have a lot of life, so you wanna kind of get life whenever you want, like whenever you can. So life on gloves with dexterity or any other attribute, because you can just change the attributes on the tree. So dexterity, in this case, 2 T8 resistances, life and mana. Same with boots. Intelligence, resist, movement, speed, life. In this case, I would want to have mana, but those boots were expensive, so I just get armor and energy shield. Belt also chaos resistance, fire resistance, mana, life. Pretty simple, straightforward. So yeah, that's pretty much it. On the scepter, if you can afford, I have a very bad scepter. Mine is only attributes basically and level 2 minion skills. You obviously need, if you can afford, plus allies in your presence have increased attack speed, because that works for Raging Spirits. You also kinda want to have spirit, but that's for the future. That's for the upgrade I'm planning with this build. So I will run a master support. So I want to have few different minions to increase the Raging Spirit damage, but that's for the future. Now you can put the sockets inside. I just wrote here increased damage. Attack speed is probably better, but doesn't matter for me now. So yeah, that's about it. I bought the new belt, the belt after the changes, so I have 3 charms now, which is actually really good because being poison sucks, bleeding sucks, and getting frozen sucks. So if you can get the belt with 3 charms, they are actually not useless anymore. If you can get 3 of them, that's a quality of life. I ran some extra area of effect of curses because my blasphemy have bigger range, so I don't have to face tank the enemies. I can be a little bit away from them, so it's safer. I don't die that often because at the end you don't have a lot of life. You can get one-shotted by a lot of things if you don't pay attention. So yeah, I'm gonna roll the clip from T15 map. I usually do for the Atlas, just so you know. I did T3 bridge boss with no problem. I had to do mechanics because otherwise I would get one-shotted from the mechanics, so you have to do mechanics, but damage-wise, it's a lot of damage, to be fair. I didn't do any expedition because I didn't find the boss in the expedition. Same with the delirium because I don't have enough splinters. I bought 2 audiences with the king just to get the talents to see more of them on my rituals. Audiences with the king were super easy. Boss is dying within like 2-3 seconds. Super easy. So yeah, for a 15 divine build, I don't know if that's a lot of divines at this moment because new league, aka 0.2, people complain that they don't get as much currency as before. So it might be a lot for you, it might be not a lot for you, but that's the truth. That's 15 divines for a whole build, and I can pretty much kill everything. These bosses from corruption areas or whatever they die within 2 seconds as well. Basically, single target is very good, and thanks to the ascendancy, AOE is much better than in season 1. So yeah, I'm gonna the jewels. Jewels are kinda like this one, so minion damage, presence area of effect or curse area of effect, attack speed for minions, and skill effect duration. I don't have, I just have one like that. Other jewels are from my party play with, I was a curse bot. This leech guy is also a great curse bot, just so you know. If you play with like 2-3 friends, this is a great character to boost your party. So yeah, my jewels suck here. But yeah, you kinda wanna aim into this. If you can't afford the presence and skill duration, just get the minion damage and minion attack and cast speed. That's a lot of DPS, that's a lot of damage. Yeah, I think it's pretty much it. When I will update my build with new items and stuff, I will update another video so you can see the differences. I have few ideas how to improve the whole build. But yeah, for now I have to farm currency, so that's gonna be it. I'm gonna roll the video from T15, 16 map, whatever I have, just so you know how does it look. And yeah, thank you for watching. If you can, please subscribe, put a comment for for networking, and yeah, see you next time, guys. So yeah, the mapping is worse than it was before because you don't really spawn 10 Raging Spirit with 2 spells. However, if you have big packs of mobs, it's actually quite pleasant because everything just explodes around. You have to pay attention. You can't really like face tank everything anymore because there's no Green Fist anymore. So it's definitely not the kind of build that it was, that you couldn't really die even if you tried. Now you have to pay attention. But I don't think it's that terrible as I would imagine it to be at the beginning of the 0.2 release. Because minions then there were useless, man. My campaign experience was probably the worst campaign experience ever I had in video games. Like leveling experience wise. But it's better. This build is only 15 divines, which is nothing compared to my build from season 1. It's definitely struggle with survivability. But damage wise, I think it's after all of these nerfs, it's just a little bit worse. And as I said, like I didn't invest a lot of divines yet. So yeah, this is obviously not the kind of build that people are usually playing, that you just run, press one button, you one-shot everything. Minions are unfortunately, in my opinion, pretty bad in this game. So I am happy with what I have. I've seen people struggle much more with like having 400 spirit, a lot of minions and this and that. So for a build that doesn't really care about the spirit, because you can run one curse in Blasphemy and save 60 spirit or 50 spirit, and you can use the other one manually if you need some minions. But yeah, that's for the future when I upgrade my scepter. So yeah, I'm planning to use Master. That's the new support that you get 7% more damage for every resurrectable minion, like the permanent minion. So I will need some extra spirit, so I'm gonna buy like 60 spirit, 160 spirit scepter. So that's 69 free spirit at this moment. Then I'm gonna release one curse, I think. So I will have like extra 120 spirit. So I will probably play like 4 or 5 different minions, one of each, just to get the master. And that would give me 35% more damage for my Raging Spirit, which is also like as well like a very big upgrade in terms of damage. So the problem with Raging Spirits is, as always, they are slow, their movement is shit, they take some time to fly to the victim. Then their attack speed is, I don't know if it's bugged or it's just bad coded, but sometimes they're doing some weird stuff. Because of my level of them, I don't need accuracy. So I even have more accuracy than I supposed to have. Sometimes they feel like they don't, like they attack, but they don't, they do 0 damage for some reason. But yeah, for a Raging Spirit build in PoE2, I consider this really good actually, for the state of the game now. There is no boss in this map, so you have to take my words of having a good single target. I'm not gonna record another map with boss or do something different because this video will be too long at this point. But I promise single target is very good compared to a lot of different minion builds, especially for this price. Because for other minions, it's kind of mandatory to have level of minions on scepter plus spirit plus attack or cast speed plus this and that. This one you can play with basically level of minions and that's it. Everything else is just a bonus. So if you are still watching, I'm gonna add the max roll guide on under the video, and what else? That's it, I think. But yeah, as you can see, this is T15. Nothing difficult, but neither T1. So if you wanna have some comparison to your build or something, that's how it looks. So thank you again for watching if someone is still here, and see you next time, guys.